Hey guys, this is going to be a flashlight review video on a pocket flashlight that I've carried on my person just about every day for nearly a year and a half. And I know I normally do knife related videos or videos related to custom knife making, but I do like to change it up every now and then, kind of expand my subject matter. And although I probably know quite a bit more about knives than flashlights, I figured maybe some of you guys could benefit from a little bit of the information that I'm going to present to you. Do keep one thing in mind, I'm definitely not a flashlight expert. I'm not what they call a flashaholic by any means. There's a lot of guys, specifically on the Candle Power forums, if you guys have ever heard of that particular community. A lot of guys basically devote their entire lives to studying flashlights, lumen output, candle power, run times, LED technology, etc., etc. The list goes on and on. Some guys have dozens, if not hundreds of flashlights, years and years of experience, kind of breaking down the components and the various features. And if you want to find some real detailed information on just about any semi-popular flashlight, definitely check out the Candle Power forums at candlepowerforums.com. Like I said, there's a lot of guys who really know their stuff. They really do some pretty in-depth studies and analysis on various flashlights, especially more popular brands like Streamlight, 4.7s, Surefire, even Maglite, and other brands along those lines. So definitely check those guys out if you want to know more about run times, lumen output, and various other features. You're not going to get any of that information here. I actually don't even have the specifications handy for this particular light, so I do apologize about that. If you do a Google search for this particular model light, you will find just about all the information you need as far as runtime, lumen outputs, LED types, etc., with just about any sales description that you'll find for this light. I just wanted to give kind of a layman's perspective, minus the specifications, on my experience with the light. Like I said, I've had it for about a year and a half. I almost never leave home without it. I've used it very extensively for all sorts of applications, and I've actually gone through at least a couple batteries on this, so that's about how much I use it. And we'll just go ahead and get into the video now. The light in question here is an iTP A3 EOS. This is actually the upgraded model. I believe they do have another non-upgraded version of this, which is a single mode output only. I'm not sure which of the modes it's dedicated to. I believe it's the medium output of this one. I could be wrong about that, but I wanted a little bit more versatility with my flashlight, so I went ahead and got the upgraded model. And this light, as far as pocket AAA LED flashlights go, for a really high quality light, is really not that expensive, although you're definitely going to pay a little bit more than your standard drugstore flashlights or your pocket mag lights. And I believe I ended up paying less than $20 for this. I just looked it up on eBay before I came out to make this video, and I saw one for about $18.50 or $19 after shipping. So in my opinion, it's a very reasonable price for this high quality of a flashlight with this high of an output and this much versatility. It's also a very tiny light, which is really what drew me to it. I really wanted something that I could stick in my pocket or clip to my pocket and almost forget it was there until I needed it. I'm really not one of those guys who likes a whole lot of junk in their pockets or on their keychains. The less that I can get out of the house carrying, the better, in my opinion. And this light actually comes with a couple of carry options. One, as you can see here, is a keychain. I actually took the keychain off. It came off very easily, had a little split ring that went through this hole, which links to a chain and a larger split ring. And you also have a pocket clip carry, which in this instance is a deep carry pocket clip As you can see, when this clips to your pocket, it pretty much disappears inside the pocket. That being said, in my opinion, this pocket clip really is just about worthless for everyday carry. I really cannot tell you how many times I've lost this thing out of my pocket, whether from sitting down, getting it snagged on something, or just by working its way out just in my daily chores. And it's really a miracle that I was able to find it every time I lost it, as I was not always at home or sitting on my couch when it fell out. So I'm very fortunate in that regard, but I really would not recommend using this as a standard carry method if you're going to be packing this around every day. Really the only reason that I keep it on is if I'm in the middle of a project where I am taking the light in and out of my pocket, trying to get work done. Maybe if I'm working on some electrical and I have to shut a breaker off or a light off. It really is convenient to have that clip, so I can clip it maybe to my shirt collar, my pocket, shirt pocket, this and that, and have it readily accessible without having to dig through my pockets in the dark or what have you. So that's the only reason I leave it on here. It's good for temporary carry in my opinion, but not so much for everyday carry unless you plan on losing this. And I'm sure there are other lights of similar size and nature with better pocket clips out there. This is really not one of them. But this clip is removable should you desire, as is the key ring. As far as size, you can see it in my hand there. It's right about the size of, I guess, my ring finger. Very small, really disappears in the pocket. I've actually been digging through my pocket for this thing on a number of occasions and thought I had lost it, just to find that it was really in my pocket all along. That's how easily it disappears. Weighs next to nothing, really just a little bit more than the AAA battery that it's powered with. And like I said, you really forget it's even on you until you need it, which for me is actually quite often. Whether I'm going down my driveway, maybe taking the garbage cans out, getting the mail at night. If I'm going through my house, shutting the lights off. Like I said, if I'm shutting breakers off or working on electrical work. If there's a power outage, or if I'm just outside in the dark, this thing is almost always coming out, helping me see what I'm doing. I can even put this in my mouth, get both hands free for working on stuff, and it's light and small enough that it's actually pretty comfortable, even though it's made of solid aluminum. As far as the anodized finish, as you can see, there's really very little wear at all on this. This has been banging around in my pocket, in my keys, and other things. Like I said, for about a year and a half straight, and the only wear that I can really see is on this pocket clip where the finish is coming off. That's really not a big deal to me. Like I said, the pocket clip isn't a main attribute of this anyway. Just to give a real quick and common size comparison, I do have a tube of chapstick here. And this thing is just a little bit longer than the chapstick, and actually just a little bit narrower overall. Like I said, it just disappears in the pocket. Very portable, very tiny, but actually very bright. I would actually prefer this probably over a 2D mag light, to be honest. And definitely over the pocket mag lights. And I'll try to give a quick run through of the modes. That would be medium, low, and high. As you can see, high is extremely bright. Definitely got a good floodlight there for general use. I know it's not super dark in here with the other lights on, but that's just a real quick example. And this is definitely something I would never recommend leaving home without. If you don't currently carry a pocket flashlight or any other type of flashlight on your person, I think it's a really great and wise investment. For less than 20 bucks, you really can't beat it. It's a great durable light, has never failed me, never let me down, and I would buy another one in a heartbeat if I lost this one. So that's a real quick review. I'm just about out of time, so thanks for watching. Hope you learned something.